Hey y'all, welcome to Cooking with Mo and Deb. I'm Deb, and it's just me this morning. I am making some Mediterranean scrambled eggs with feta cheese, and I wanted to show you how I'm doing that. In my non-stick skillet, I've added a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of butter. You don't want a whole lot. If you got a good non-stick skillet, you don't need a whole lot of fat to keep your eggs, and we're going to add some other stuff too, but to keep it all from sticking and to keep it cooking. After this melts, you're going to add, I'll cut up 2 green onions and about a half of a bell pepper. I'm going to get that started cooking first. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to my skillet. I think there's some debate on whether breakfast is the biggest or the healthiest or the best meal of the day. I think it is important to have a good breakfast. I've always felt that way. I feel like if you have a good breakfast, you've given yourself plenty of fuel for the rest of the day, and it makes you feel better. But that's for a healthy breakfast. If you're eating 2 or 3 bowls of cereal, sugared cereal, the sugar's not that good for you, so that's not going to be probably the best thing to eat. If you're eating a lot of biscuits and jelly, the biscuits are not that great for, maybe 1 biscuit would be okay, but maybe not a whole bunch of them. But to have a good healthy breakfast with protein, I think is important. You could have maybe breakfast drinks. Those are good things to have, and that gives you enough of everything you need to get you started and going for a day of whatever you have planned. So after these cook a little bit, we're going to add a few more ingredients. You can make just plain old scrambled eggs if you want to, or fried eggs, whatever kind you like. I want to jazz them up a little bit. So that's why I'm trying this Mediterranean scrambled eggs, just to put a little bit of a taste of some different things with your eggs. And it seems like eggs you can put a lot of stuff with eggs and it works. I also need to add a half of a teaspoon of oregano to my onions and peppers. I just need to let them cook for just a minute in the oil and the butter, and let them get a little bit tender before I add a few more ingredients. You could add, if you wanted to add a piece of sausage, maybe turkey sausage would be a good thing to add. It wouldn't be as high fat. If you wanted to have a piece of toast, a low calorie and high in wheat and fiber toast, that would be a good thing to have with this. You know, you could even have this for dinner. If you like having breakfast for dinner, this will be a nice recipe to have for dinner. I have breakfast for dinner a lot of times. Okay, next, we've got 4 eggs. I'm going to go ahead and just get those blended together, just 4 eggs. And we're going to add some other ingredients. Before I add the eggs to the pan, I want to go ahead and put in some other stuff. So I've got some cherry tomatoes that I cut up kind of small, and some olives. I'm going to add those to my skillet. These are just black olives. And there goes the cherry tomatoes. Remember, this is a Mediterranean dish, so I'm adding capers. This is a Mediterranean flares. Okay, now we're going to add 4 eggs. I'm going to turn the eye down just a little bit and get this stirred in together a little. Got 2 more ingredients to go. I want to add black pepper. The recipe doesn't add salt, but I think I'll add some salt. I think I'll add that to the recipe. And then we have feta cheese. I'm going to add about 2 ounces, which is about half of this bowl, to my dish. Okay. And then we just got to stir this until these eggs are completely cooked. I like mine to be pretty done. Some of you may like your eggs a little bit runny. That's okay. You cook them how you like them. So this really looks good. It's got a lot of color, a lot of good looking, good tasty items in it. I think that feta cheese is going to be so good. I love feta cheese. That's something I learned later in life that I like. I didn't know I was going to like it. Okay, I think we've got breakfast almost done. Let's get a pretty plate to put this on. And we're going to add a little bit of parsley after we plate it. If you have fresh parsley, that'd be a good thing to add. I've got dried parsley, so I'm going to use it. So let me, I think we're done here. Let's pour these out on the plate. Oh yeah, that looks so good. And let's add a little parsley. And there we have Mediterranean scrambled eggs with feta cheese. Let's go have some breakfast.